My day began just like most this time of year, waiting on grad students from the archaeology department to load into the van. Shaking my head in frustration, I scrolled through the emails on my phone. After a few minutes, I decided to put the phone away. Squinting at the screen was giving me a headache. My new glasses weren't working as well as I'd hoped. I craned my neck to see if any other young people were coming to join us. Nope, I had waited long enough. We were 10 minutes off schedule, which would put us on the island later than I hoped. "No sign of Andrew?" I asked the unhappy group. Why did everyone look so damn unhappy? I scanned the passengers in the rearview mirror. "Anyone hear from him?" Half the crew ignored me, while the other half shook their heads or murmured a non-committal no. I was thankful I did not have a long drive to make that day. The prehistoric Indian Mounds at Dauphin Island was one of my favorite places to go, no matter who traveled with me. The only part I didn't like about this trip was crossing the Dauphin Island Bridge. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't get the memory of the lost Lee children out of my mind. Who would throw their children off a bridge? I shivered as I clutched the steering wheel and held my breath. God, I hated bridges. And high places. I would never make it as a high-rise steelworker. Thankfully, I chose a more scholarly line of work. The closer we got to the site, the livelier the group became. Sheesh, I'm glad their Red Bulls kicked in. The students needed pictures of the area for their project reports. This was my idea, but they seemed less than grateful. Oh well, I didn't do it for kudos from a bunch of grad students. And there were a few bright stars in the group. Camille West and Adam Summers were worth the investment. They'd helped me as well. I had to oversee the cleanup of the excavations that were done this past semester. Several fire pits and food prep areas were uncovered, but we couldn't leave them like that. We'd take another photo array and then replace the dirt. Better to keep it in place until the university made up its mind on how to approach this small but new find. A lot of good pieces had been found, and I was as excited as a freshman. But only Camille and Adam knew about the truly exciting stuff. To even my surprise, Camille uncovered a portion of a skeleton buried just beneath the surface of the soil. Naturally, we reported it to the authorities, and thankfully, it was soon confirmed that this was no recent death. The skeleton was old, really old. As we slowly uncovered the skeletal remains, Camille uncovered a key in the skeleton's clenched fist. Finding the strange key on a gold chain had puzzled everyone, including the rest of the anthropology staff at the university. Most of them acted as if I'd planted the key as some sort of hoax. Idiots. Did they believe I'd throw away 20 years of education for a hoax? "Is there a reason why you didn't tell the rest of us about the key, Professor?" Ah, that's why everyone was so quiet this morning.